Okay, this is an HPI investigation, Haunted Paranormal Investigations International, and we're somewhere in Sacramento. And right next to me I have Leah LaBella, and Leah LaBella was one of our original HPI members. In fact, she's actually in one of my first books. One of the things that she feels is that she got followed home from one of the investigations. Leah, can you talk about some of the things that have happened here?
Here, since I've moved into this place, every night down the hall, you hear walking, constant walking, heavy. In the bedroom, when I sleep in there on the bed, somebody sits down at the edge of the bed every night and messes with their feet.
Which bed?
In my bedroom, all straight back.
When you say messes with your feet, I mean...
Like tickles their feet.
Oh, tickles. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just messes with their feet.
Okay.
Yeah. This is since I've went through with holy water.
Okay.
Before it was, we had a blow-up mattress out here. We were sleeping out here. And it was me, my sister, my best friend, and his girlfriend all just passed out right before Halloween. And my sister gets up to go to the bathroom. And something grabs me by the back of the shirt and like yanks me off the bed. Then about a week later, me and my daughter were sleeping out here on the mattress. Again, something grabbed her by her feet and tried to yank her off the bed. My nephew saw a woman in my bedroom, back bedroom, at one point when I was at work. At that point I came through with the holy water. Got angry and did a house cleansing. Tried to anyways. As much as I could.
And now, that was your daughter that her feet was grabbed?
Mm-hmm.
And how about you? Your feet was grabbed?
No, they grabbed me by the back of, or whatever, grabbed me by the back of the shirt when I was sleeping.
Do you feel like you're being threatened or?
Previous to me going in with the holy water, yeah, I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't sleep here half the time. I'd sleep across the street at my girlfriend's house or at my mom's house. I wouldn't even sleep here. Once I did that, I felt a lot more comfortable. I even tried to sage it at one point, and that didn't help. It actually made it worse at that point. My mom came in here and tried to sage it, and it made it worse at one point.
On which investigation do you feel that the entity actually followed you?
I think it was up in Washington. That town of Washington.
Okay, town of Washington. And that was a weird place.
That was the...
Yeah. If you ever saw the movie Deliverance, remember all the hillbillies and everything? Yeah. I thought at any time they were going to bend me over and make me squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig. It was horrible.
It was scary.
Yeah. I mean, these people had green teeth. They were missing teeth and everything else.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was almost everybody was related.
Oh, yeah.
Through incest. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was crazy.
When we drive in, everybody from the town just walks out of their houses. Like everybody just walked. It was scary. Oh, it was scary.
Yeah, it was.
The whole town came up to meet
Your
us.
cell phones don't work out there. You were isolated. Yeah.
Cops 40 or sheriff's 45 minutes away.
So anything can happen, and they tell you if you screw up, you can wind up missing out here. Yeah, that's how scary it was.
They sent us to a house out in the middle of nowhere that was abandoned, that was supposedly a vortex. And it was also too famous for the Tommy knockers. That was ghostly miners who actually tap on the rocks looking for gold, and you can hear them about 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Now,
You're still looking?
huh?
You're still looking?
They're still looking. Yeah, but it's residual. That's residual. Do you know how long have you lived in this house?
No. 4 months?
4 months? Okay.
Yeah, about 4 months, yeah.
And has anything happened to you previously in another house or anything?
Oh, yeah. Everywhere I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's following you then?
No, it's not always the same thing. Oh, no.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's not something that's following me wherever I go.
Okay.
No. Because it's not just me who's dealing with it. It's my daughter that deals with it. My mother's dealt with it. When I lived at the apartment over at Markston, remember where I lived over there? That place got a little out of it. Whatever I brought home, it was bad. It was bad.
What kind of phenomenon are you talking about now at the apartment?
Oh my God, it was just a big black mass. It would come over me when I slept, hold me down. I mean, it was just massive. It was terrible. I went to my church and had a cleansing done.
Markston?
At
Markston and Arby?
Apartments. Yes.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And I lived in that same apartment for about 9 years off and on. So my daughter, you know, grew up mostly there, so it was something that I brought home.
I actually know some history about this area, but I'm going to explain that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the psychics, John and Stephanie, just kind of see what they pick up on, and just to see if they pick up on anything historically that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let Stephanie talk first. Did you pick up on anything,
Yeah,
Stephanie?
so I'll just tell you my experiences because still I'm kind of in the tactile. I was just like letting things come. And then I did a second sweep and I got a little bit more clarity. I was drawn initially to the empty, looks like it's an empty room on the left. And in that space, I just immediately felt something at my back, for sure. And I'm glad that John and I talked, just simply because you gave a lot of information. And so this was stuff that John and I talked about beforehand. I don't like to know anything before I am able to give you what I got on the walkthrough. And then I went into this room here, and I was actually afraid to go in there. That's unusual for me to get feeling nervous or anything. So I opened the door, and what I saw was something small moving toward me. I don't know what it was because it was in my peripheral vision. But what it made me think of was a bicycle. I'm not saying I saw a bicycle, but that was what I thought I saw when I looked. And I was not comfortable with the closet in this space for some reason. I don't know why. Often I pick up things from the living is what I'm getting. So I don't know if that fits into anything, if that makes sense. I had initially gone into your room. I went into your room a second time, and I was drawn to the foot of the bed. And that's where I sat for a while, and whatever phenomenon takes place there, I was aware it was something, but it moved away from me. And I went back into that extra bedroom, and I saw there was a woman in the far corner, so it would be that corner. And she was not totally clear to me. It's just an impression of a woman. And she was maybe about this tall, and her clothing appeared almost like this, her whole self. I didn't get any distinct features. But the thing that rushed at me, obviously I don't think it was a bicycle.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what it is. I think that's it, but the first thing that I discovered walking in was kind of right here on my back, kind of like just a really mild, I don't know if you ever had a hormonal flash of some kind where you kind of feel prickly, like that.
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
That's how mine is right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So that's it so far.
And Stephanie, you said you saw a woman?
Yeah, she appeared to be a woman, and she was slight. She was a little bigger than you, maybe, in terms of how high her shoulders were, but she was still a real diminutive person.
Did you notice any kind of clothing?
She just looked like this. She looked like these kind of like misty almost. Not a lot of distinct features. If I were to say that she had a hair color, it would be lighter, a lighter hair color. And I get the impression of, like, she's not from right now. She's not from, like, she didn't just die in this house a couple months ago. I don't know what she's doing here. I mean, I will attempt to have them come forward and talk to me if there are any, like, human deceased. But so far, nobody's spoken to me yet.
That's good.